Got some little helpers here. I'm going to put a row of rhubarb on the outside of the fence because nothing usually messes with that. You can see we're getting here in the garden. I had to just re-tilled this area. This is going to be our melon patch here. The chicken coop used to sit there, and it's really hot with manure, and the grass grew there real quick. So I just weed whacked that and tilled all that in, so I got some nice green manure there. And I think that's going to be a real good spot for melons. We're going to put some sangria watermelons in, and Athena cantaloupes will be in that patch. You can see I got some helpers here. I just let my birds out for a little exercise time. I like to let them out for a couple hours every day so they get that free range, and I just tilled this up here. This is going to be a little strip here in front of the barn where I'm going to plant my pumpkins. You can see our little fruit trees I put in up there, peach trees and nectarines. I only have one that's going not so good. There's some cherry trees. But this is where our pumpkins are going to be. I'm going to put a row of magic lantern in here, and believe it or not, that little bitty row should produce a decent amount of pumpkins. Look at these crazy chickens. They love to wallow in freshly tilled soil. Look at them. Crazy birds. Giving themselves a dirt bath. They kick it all. Look at them. They're all covered with dirt. They love it. Guess that's how they clean themselves. I don't know. Crazy. They're throwing dirt all over the place. I knew they'd head right for this as soon as I let them out. Usually they take off and head for the woods. They want to scratch in the leaves along the edge of the woods, but that's a little dangerous right now because we got a lot of, back here along the wood line, we got a lot of mink following that creek, and fox, weasels, you name it, pine martens, occasional fisher. I'm going to walk down here and we'll show you the outside, what's going on. I have deer fencing up around the entire garden to keep the deer out. And here we have a row. This first row here is Clancy hybrid red potato, and then over there, that's a row of eggplant there. There's three types there. There's Epic, there's Rosa Bianca, and Galaxy of Stars. And then this next row here, that is red grape tomato F1. Nice row of red grapes. Those are money makers for me. Here, this row here, that is Italian roasting peppers or frying peppers, whatever you prefer to call them. They're the long, sweet Italian peppers. One side is Giant Marconi, which turn red, and the other side is Mamma Mia, and that turns yellow. Beautiful golden yellow tomato pepper. This row here is yellow grape tomatoes with Gold Spark is the variety. These get really nice. I got them in a little late, but you know what? We're going to have a nice crop because they already got their first couple fruit sets are already happening. The bottom ones probably won't be long for them. And over here we got some bell peppers. These are, the ones on the right are Red Knight. The ones on the left are Early Sensation, and that's a yellow That's a yellow bell pepper, and they turn yellow real quick, and you can pick them green if you want. You know, they really produce. You don't have to wait for them to turn colors. If you want a green pepper, you just pick it. This row here, these little tomatoes here, little tomato plants, these are going to be actually my my slicing tomatoes, my red slicers. I have a variety. I have two varieties here. I have Mountain Fresh Hybrid, and at the other end I got some Florida 47s. This next row here is peppers. I do peppers, tomatoes, peppers, tomatoes. That's just the way I do it. There's a number of reasons I do it that way. You know, working in the rows and, you know, separating the peppers from each other. You know, if anything would ever go wrong, you wouldn't want to. Makes it a little harder to spread, like bacterial leaf spot or something like that. If I would get it in one row, it may be able not to make it to the next row if they're a little further apart. But anyhow, this row here is sweet bell peppers. The right side is orange marmalade, and the left side is a lavender bell pepper called Tequila Hybrid. And they're really beautiful peppers, and they really produce nice too. They don't get super big. It's not a huge bell pepper, but they're really colorful and they look nice in a salad or especially when I make, like, I sell them mixed colors. They look nice when you got all those different colors in there. This last row of tomatoes I have planted here are cherry tomatoes. Now I have 12 different types of cherry tomatoes, but I only end up planting 3 plants of each because I'm limited with room here. So there's a couple varieties in this row. There's only 3 of each variety there, and I still have to put another row in. I didn't get my midnight snacks in yet. I didn't get my yellow and red pear tomatoes in yet, and there's another variety, tropical sunset. That's an organic variety. I didn't get that one in yet either, so I probably have enough for another row plus. And this last row of peppers, I just put this in yesterday. These are sweet bananas and hot bananas. So the sweet bananas are Bounty Hybrid, and the hot bananas are Hot Sunset. And then at the other end there, I have, on the left side, I have some Garden Salsa, which is a long, skinny, medium hot pepper. Great for salsa, stuff like that. And on the right hand side, all the way at the end, I have some oddball sweet peppers, different varieties that I only had 1 or 2 of. And then I don't know what I'm going to fill in there. I got room for 5 more peppers in that row, and that's it. And then here is going to be a row of tomatoes. And then, I don't know, maybe another row of tomatoes. I still got to get my beefsteaks in yet. And then I'm going to finish this off with some carnival squash, which I should have planted already, but I don't. I got my tomato cages laying there. And down here we have a little patch of Indian corn and some gourds growing. That'll trellis up the fence. So that's what we got going on so far. And you'll see progress as the year progresses. How's that? Looks pretty good. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I didn't hook the irrigation up yet. I got the lines under the plastic, but I got to run the big pipe down along through the whole garden. When I get down here, and it's about time to get that done. I can start watering. All right. Well, yeah, look at the mess I got up here on the patio. About 1,000 plants sitting up there that should get planted, but a lot of them I won't. I'll just end up tossing a bunch of them out. Just don't have room for everything or the time. Crazy chickens rolling in the dirt. They love it. Well, is that right? You gonna say goodbye? Say bye. Say thanks for watching.